Are you mentally exhausted doing all the network marketing stuff that's supposed to bring in leads, sales, downline members, and help your team duplicate? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to escape the emotional turmoil and start building a team that duplicates into life-changing income for you and your family. Let's start with a quick story that just happened to me when I got on a Zoom call to help a network marketer feeling like you. I saw the exhaustion immediately on his face, and he told me he's doing exactly what his upline told him to do. And nothing's happening. No sales, no real conversations. At one point, he looked at me and he asked, Matt, how long am I supposed to keep doing this before I finally admit it's not working? Ouch. Can you relate to that? I know I can, because I used to be in that exact spot of exhaustion and defeat. When I first got into network marketing years ago, I was an ex-musician with long hair. Nobody looked at me like some business person. I didn't come into this industry with a big audience, with any influence, really with any confidence, no sales skills, and really no idea of what I was doing, whether it was offline or online. I was just trying hard, doing what my upline told me to do. And I remember going through these emotional swings where one week I'd feel hopeful and the next week I'd feel completely drained. I tell myself, hey, Matt, maybe you just need to stay more positive. Maybe I just need to post a little bit more. Maybe I need to push myself to work even harder. The exhausting thing about that last thought was I was working really hard. I know you're trying very hard, but effort without progress becomes emotionally draining after a while. It leads to losing confidence in yourself. And in a minute, I'm going to explain why blindly staying consistent with weak sales and marketing strategies is taking you down the road to quitting possibly. Most importantly, if you don't fix this so your team has a bulletproof duplication plan, you'll keep recruiting teammates who quit, recruit more who quit, and you'll burn out. First though, you've got to admit why you feel like you're sprinting on a treadmill that's going nowhere. If you're listening to advice that sounds like this, post more, stay consistent, keep grinding, stay positive, trust the process, but you've spent months, even years doing all that without getting to a point of making daily, even weekly sales, you'll eventually start questioning not whether the strategy is correct. I mean, you might be watching an upline getting results from this type of hustle culture mentality, but you'll question what's wrong with you. And I want you to know that I went through this. But after I uncovered what I'm about to share with you, I understood that my successful upline was simply winning because they were not like me. His strategy worked for his personality type, but not mine. That's the hidden truth about most MLM advice that fails to duplicate for most of us. Not because uplines are evil. I think most uplines are teaching the very best thing that they know how to do, but good intentions don't automatically make the advice effective for you or for me, right? So if you're hitting brick wall after brick wall in the way you market your network marketing company, let me tell you about something I noticed on another coaching call recently that opened my eyes. I was talking to a single mom raising 4 kids while building her MLM business. And she asked me, Matt, how can I ethically post all this lifestyle content that my upline wants me to post when I'm barely making money and I'm still trying to figure out life myself? This is where the rubber hits the road when it comes to finding a marketing method that will work not only for you, but your entire downline. The hustle techniques involve the most emotionally draining method of all, that dreaded fake it till you make it thing. You do what all the other struggling network marketers do by posting fake excitement, fake success, fake lifestyle results. And the people online watching you post can feel if there's any fakeness to that, which means there's any desperation inside of all of that. Now, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you've probably just been taught to market in a way that moves you farther and farther away from being relatable to others, is a good way to say it. Farther away from expressing yourself authentically. In just a second, I'm going to show you the shift that stopped me from feeling emotionally exhausted while promoting my MLM product online. But first, allow me to expose you to the cycle so you can recognize it that destroys confidence for you and your downline. Here's the cycle. You get excited. You start posting consistently. Nothing happens. Your upline says, stay consistent. So you keep posting. But still, nothing happens. Now they say, just post more. Still, no momentum. Now they say, hey, look, success is a mindset and you've got to keep yours positive. And that's the trap of you wondering, what is wrong with me? Instead of questioning the strategy. Can you imagine the lunacy of watering a fake little sprout of a plant day after day? If somebody told you to keep watering it because eventually it would turn into a huge tree, you'd be like, get out of here, right? But most of us have experienced wasted years doing pretty much the same thing that doesn't work in network marketing over and over, day after day, week after week, year after year. Some people have been watering the same fake plant, meaning the same fake business results for years, because somebody who was successful told them just keep watering it. It's emotionally exhausting. You and your team burn out because the human brain needs progress. Consistency by itself does not build confidence. Progress builds confidence. There's a Bible verse that this whole situation reminds me of, Proverbs 14:15. It says, the simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. I think that's important as you work toward network marketing success. Eventually, you have to honestly stop and ask yourself, is the marketing advice I've received actually producing fruit in my life? Not worrying about whether your upline is your friend or is successful doing what they teach, but is this approach actually helping me build trust, gain real conversations with people who will buy from me, join me, and in turn have success themselves? That's wisdom, to ask that question when you're continuously becoming exhausted, burned out, and having thoughts of quitting. So with all that said, once you understand this next part, a lot of things will suddenly make sense for how you solve these challenges. The real problem is not that you're bad at network marketing. It's not that you need to become louder, more extroverted if you happen to be introverted or vice versa, or become fake online. The real problem is that you were taught activity, consistency, hustle, mindset, but you were not taught things like marketing positioning, how to connect emotionally with your prospects, how to gain trust by simply being the authentic you. Those are usually the missing pieces that are not part of the average network marketing advice. Because the people you're trying to sell to are exhausted as well. Think about that. Your prospects are exhausted from fake marketing, gurus, inauthentic hype. People today move toward people who feel emotionally real, not someone pretending to be wildly successful when they're not screaming opportunity posts into social media every day. Making sales, building a downline that duplicates starts when you make somebody feel, oh, this person understands me. When I learned how to do exactly that, my entire business changed. I started to communicate like a real human being who understood people deeply, the exact people who fit my product and business perfectly. I got results. That's what drove my confidence up, the results. It's what allowed me to share the same success activities with my downline as I built an international downline. So if you've been feeling exhausted lately, trying hard with very little to show for it, wondering, hey, look, maybe I'm just not cut out for this, I want you to understand something. You're probably much closer to the success you seek than you think, but you likely need better skills, better understanding of how to position your marketing, and a better realization of creating true emotional connections with people. You don't need fake hustle, forced posting that makes you pretend you're someone other than who you are. If you really want help understanding how attraction marketing actually works, I encourage you to check out my free digital recruiting bootcamp that I put in the pinned comment and description below. It'll teach you how to stop blending in, how to build trust online without pretending to be somebody that you're not, how to create emotional responses in your prospects, and how to attract better conversations that turn into sales. Lastly, I created another video that asks, why did your upline teach you this nonsense? It digs into 4 reasons for why most upline social media content advice actually creates resistance in your prospects and what to do about it. That video will give you ideas that keep you from chasing prospects, get them to lean in, get them to love your message, and get them to actually buy from you. I'll put that right here so you can check that out next. You'll learn why you got to stop talking about your debt-free company, your product, or comp plan, and I'll give you examples of exactly what to say instead that gets you sales. Go watch that now, and I'll see you over there.